Hey folks, how's it going? This is Mike, Dre 1951, and I want to do a video to show you what I bought this weekend. I went a little bit crazy with shopping for DVDs. I've been working a lot lately. Oh, by the way, first the music in the background, if you can hear it, it's by a group called Cabaret Voltaire. The album is called The Crackdown, released in 1983. Very good music by Cabaret Voltaire. Okay, like I said, I've been working a lot lately and I'm very burned out. But when I work a lot, it means I have extra money to spend. So this weekend I happen to have both Saturday and Sunday off. And after resting up on Saturday, I went shopping Sunday tonight. So anyway, happy Sunday to everyone. Okay, join me in a glass of wine. And here's what I bought. First I went to Big Lots, and they have a lot of stuff on sale for $3 and $5. So let me show you what I got. First got a couple of horror films, which I know nothing about, never seen them. And this one's called Shudder. It says it's unrated, whatever the hell that means, but looks like a grisly, bloody mess. Kind of fun to get into. The second one I got is called Mirrors 2, alright? Without knowing anything at all if there's a Mirrors 1, I assumed there was, but what intrigued me about this, I was reading the back of it, and it said that on side B of the disc, they have the original Korean version called Into the Mirror. And I work with a guy, a very good friend of mine, who is a freak about Korean horror films. He watches them all the time. I think he gets them from Netflix or he sends away from them somewhere. But he's always telling me how cool the imagery is. So I just picked this up as, I don't know, kind of a point of interest that I can talk to my friend about. So, all right. Now I also got a whole bunch of movies that I've never seen before. I'll be very embarrassed to admit that, but here's some fairly well-known films from recent years that I have not seen. Okay, first of all, Oliver Stone's Born on the 4th of July, starring Tom Cruise. Bridges of Madison County, Clint Eastwood and Meryl Streep, directed by Clint Eastwood. This is a movie called Frozen River, came out a few years ago and got quite a bit of good criticism, good press. Also, Tequila Sunrise with Mel Gibson, Michelle Pfeiffer, and Kurt Russell, so might be kind of fun. Here's the double feature, two films with Christian Slater. Okay, one is called Bed of Roses, and the other is called Pump Up the Volume. Okay, I'm not very familiar with Christian Slater, so this would be a good way of getting into his films. Here's another one that I got. It's called Snow Falling on Cedars, starring Ethan Hawke, and Max von Sydow is in it, Sam Shepard, mystery thriller. So I've heard a lot of good things about this too. $3, price is right. And finally, I got this comedy double feature, both Arthur and Arthur 2, starring Dudley Moore and Liza Minnelli. Okay, of course Arthur 1 is much better than Arthur 2, but what the hell. Also at Big Lots, I got two classic films for the 1940s. All right, one is Mrs. Miniver, which was the best picture of 1942, starring Greer Garson and Walter Pidgeon. Very good movie. I haven't seen it for years, but it's a very, very good film. And the second one I got, this is a film I have never seen. I'm embarrassed to say that. The Treasure of the Sierra Madre. Humphrey Bogart, directed by John Huston. Walter Huston, who is John Huston's father, is also in it. And this is a 2-disc set, and it's a very nice package. $5. And anyway. Okay, that was Big Lots. Then I went to Barnes & Noble, right? And just to see what was what. And they had a sale on documentaries. So I came out with a handful. And the first one is this documentary from Turner Classic Movies. It's called Moguls and Movie Stars. The Story of Hollywood, right? This is kind of I guess this is what you call a digibook. I really don't know. I'm not familiar with that. But it's a very nice little package. And yeah, okay. Then another one I got is called The Kennedy Assassination 24 Hours After, okay? Which gives a lot of detailed stuff about what happened immediately after JFK was killed and how the transfer of power to Lyndon Johnson happened. And of course, I was around for all this. I mean, when John F. Kennedy was killed in 1963, I was 12 years old, so I was aware of what was going on as much as any other American citizen, and it was a very important, very important point in everybody's life, and it's one of those things where you remember where you were when you first heard about JFK being killed. And I was in school, right? They came around and they announced it to everybody. Anyway, I'm looking forward to seeing this. Okay. Also about the generation of the 60s and into the 70s and all the stuff that was going on back then. This is an Academy Award-winning documentary called The Weather Underground. All about that. Well, these people started out as college peace activists, anti-war activists, and they morphed into being terrorists, right? So they ended up getting a collection of bombs and other weapons, and they started robbing banks, and it's just like a nightmarish thing. And then a whole bunch of them were wanted by the law, so they ended up going literally underground, and they disappeared for decades before finally being found, put on trial, and most of them were pretty much, they served some time and then they went on probation. And one of these guys, Bill Ayers, actually teaches at the University of Illinois here in Champaign-Urbana, so they all got good jobs. Anyway, that'll be interesting. Then I got a couple of things about religion. One is a documentary from the Arts and Entertainment Network that was on several years ago called Christianity, the First 2,000 Years, right? And this is narrated by the great actors Ossie Davis and Ruby Dee. And I remember seeing part of this when it first came on, but I did not see all of it, so I was very interested in having it. And on the other side of the religious spectrum, I got this documentary, which is kind of a comedic thing, starring Bill Maher. It's called Religulous, where basically he goes all over the country, all over the world, talks to different people about their religious beliefs, and he makes fun of it. He's trying to show the dark side and the ridiculous side of religion, hence the title Religulous. So you got these two opposing views, and might give you an idea where my head's at, because I just sort of go back and forth with all this. But anyway, so that's what I bought, and I just wanted to share with you. While I was at Barnes & Noble, I also bought the new issue of Scary Monsters magazine, which is Monster Memories, right? Which is always a lot of fun. So anyway, so this is why I should work every night of the week and never have any time off, because I end up doing things like this, but I'm happy. So, and I just wanted to share. Thanks a lot for watching, folks. Comments are welcome.